or psychics and spiritual mediums. So this is your reading for the Sagittarius new moon. This is a moon of fractious friction. Okay, so Mars and Uranus are in conjunction. One rules the root chakra, one rules the consciousness, the Gaia energy, and they're pulling at each other. They're causing frequencies to change, things to go into a kind of flux, a shakiness. It's not going to be desperately uncomfortable, I don't think, but it's heading towards an eclipse, and eclipses are about absolute balance. And that eclipse takes place on the 26th of the month of December, not November, obviously. So we're going to look at the general energies, psychics and spiritual mediums, that you can expect during this new Sagittarius moon as we head towards the eclipse and race towards 2020. What are the messages that you have for psychics and spiritual mediums? Okay, we've been given 3 cards. Oh, we didn't clear the air. Seems to me that you're being given a really beautiful energy, and that's very odd. It's really balanced. Okay, you have 20, flow, beautiful card. You have 12, coyote, divine detours, and then you have corn, 10. So that's 10 and 20, and then 12. So you've got this code 101220. Okay, so there's an abundance flowing towards you, but not directly. It's not flowing in a direct way that you would imagine. So what does that mean? It's comfortable energy, spiritual mediums, and psychics. It's a very comfortable energy. Why the flow being distorted? Why is the flow being distorted? Okay, because right, okay, so flow is, look at flow there, creating this energy, and flow is reaching in here to your heart for soul fragments, to correct, to connect, to bring this wonderful energy, this newness, this divine eclipse energy that we're heading towards you, to bring it towards you. But to do that, it's got to change some things in your soul. The divine detours that you must go on during this month's moon are what's expected. This is 44, this is source energy. You can't get more divine than the detours created by the divine, because they are divine detours. And to get to the abundance and the truth, to get to the abundance of corn, you need the truth. You need to unmask who you thought you were. Who did you think you were? Because you're not. You're meant to be someone new now. Why are you still standing in the light that you're not? So this flow and these soul fragments, what's the energy for psychics and spiritual mediums? around flow and soul fragments. What's the energy? Vulture. I love Vulture. I think Vulture's one of my favourite little cards in this deck. Vulture is nourishment through transformation. That's what your divine detours are. By going through the transformative maze of this energy, you can learn to pick up the scraps that have been discarded for you to find and to consume them to nourish you, to bring your soul back from its fragmented state, to bring flow of source back to you. So that's Vulture. Soul fragments, please, and flow. I need a bit more explanation on those, please. These divine detours. So, these divine detours, what's going on? It's heart energy. Heart energy for everybody. Hummingbird, spiritual heart, this new heart that you're forming. This is bird that we've got at the moment, running across as your theme. There's a big shift as we head towards this eclipse in your spiritual energy, with new pathways being rooted in. We've got 2 cards this time by the looks of things. And we've got another air energy, dragonfly. This is with your corn, this truth. It's the blue throat chakra of truth. It's the new you. It's the version of you that you create through a transformation. You've got the card of Phoenix. This is root chakra rising and coming out of the solar plexus as divine masculine energy. Okay, this is the transformation. This is this is you. This is your eclipse. You have to eclipse yourself. You have to let this month flow towards you, working on fragments of your soul, and try to see that transformation of Vulture transforming to the hummingbird and then to the dragonfly. It's about raising frequency. It's about raising frequency. Okay, so tell me about this frequency. Tell me about this frequency change, ascension. Okay. There's too many cards. We'll keep the ascension one. It's the only one that got up right. Too many cards. It's about transcending and ascension. Oh, and one on the floor. The heart awakening. Yet again, we've got the heart awakening. So, Vulture, soul fragments and flow have got Lord Shiva, transcendence. Lady Nada is there with source and the hummingbird. She's the awakening of the heart, the transformative phoenix energy. And the truth is what brings about your ascension. This Sepsis Bay card. So, I think I know what they want you to know, but kind of need them to give me a clue, please. Will you please give me a clue as to what they need to know for this ascension process, this transformation, this transcendence, this heart awakening? How does it work for psychics and spiritual mediums? How does it work? What's this energy that they need to understand? Interesting. Yes. Emotional messages, something tiny. Oh, it's all about, yeah, okay. 2 of Earth is about changing cycles. They've got to move differently. You've got to change the cycles. You've then got the Fool. So here she's blowing a trumpet, tiny weeny little trumpet, because she's only the size of a miniature seahorse. Okay, this messenger of water, these emotions. So, and then you've got the 3 of earth. I want you to notice in the 3 of earth, this coin, this magical symbol is right next to her head by her ear. What I'm being told is that you have to start listening to that ringing in your ears, okay? That ringing in your ears is frequency codes. They're part of an energy system to unlock things in your body, in your thoughts, in your spirit. But what you have to do is you have to hear the sound, and then you have to imagine like a kind of, I don't know, a sci-fi scan. You've got to run that sound all the way down your whole body and all the way back up again. You've got to let it go through every molecule and keep moving it up and down until it stops. Then listen for the new frequency and do the same thing. You're programming ultra high, teeny weeny trumpet frequencies that are full of all this kind of downloadable magic. They've got their codes, their keys, they need to be in the body. This changing the cycles, you can just scan yourself with it to begin with, because you need to practice the notion of just pulling the sound down. But then eventually you need to imagine that you pull that sound in, it goes into your heart chakra, it comes out of your back of your heart chakra, it goes down your body, underneath your feet, and rises back up to go in your heart again, back out and over the top of your head. You need to create these frequencies as spinning through your body, above and below, as the harmonious balance of Kundalini flowing, but not, it's not massive, deep earth Kundalini. This is subtle bodies. It's like chipping away very slowly at the, I don't know, like the hundreds and thousands, or the icing on top of a cake, to get that, almost like introducing water. Because when you just keep snapping bits off, you're not creating the correct energy. You need to start to build this flow, to build up a pattern, to wipe clean the things that won't fit through the keyholes properly as you move forward. So this is about focusing on the ringing in your ears and bringing that frequency into your whole auric field so that it acts as a lock to unlock something. And it brings you the world, completion. This is the promise that you are being given, psychics and spiritual mediums, with this energy. So let's just see a little bit more. Can you tell us about these sound frequencies in the ears? Anything else about these sound frequencies acting as codes? Can you tell us anything else about these sound frequencies acting as codes? Can you please tell us what is the point to all these sound frequencies? How will this help psychics and spiritual mediums in their journey forwards? We've got illuminate the shadows, focus on a solution. Well, we've just heard about a possible solution. Right, there's cards falling all over the place. It's, oh, okay, so I need to pick that one up. I'm laughing because I know what the last card is. So we've got meditation, improvements require persistence, a soul journey, and focus on a solution. This is just 3 cards saying that these ear frequencies are codes. They're really important. They contain download information that unlocks blockages. Okay, so meditation. Look, you have to imagine being free. You have to imagine awakening your heart. You have to imagine source flowing through you. You have to imagine the transcendence that can come from doing this action, okay? It's all taking place for you, this phoenix energy on your soul journey, to look at your palace of light at the end there. This is a, you know, a promise that's coming along. But you can't, you've got to illuminate the shadows. These frequencies will illuminate and bring to the surface things you thought you dealt with and are not comfortable with. You've got to let them through. Why? Because sound, yes, folks, sound is the key. These frequencies are the key to your flow. You know, this is the flow that you need to unlock things. It's the new beginning. It's that little trumpeting tune of sound inside you, and you need to let that sound penetrate throughout your whole body. Wow, I wasn't expecting that as a message. Anyway, what's our psychics and spiritual mediums?